It is a scarce commodity in Nairobi,
unapataka maji mara moja kwa wiki,
pushing the demand for it. And water is expensive.
Ndo ufue, uoge, watoto waoge, kila kitu 300.
The capital city experiences constant water shortages, a water crisis. In all of this, the poor get a raw deal, slum dwellers being the biggest target of a vibrant and competitive water market.
Mtoto wangu akaoga tu saa hii na hiyo maji, saa hii tunaongea. Naanzana nao si masaa ya jioni, si kesho.
Zangu ameara wiki mzima kwa sababu ya maji ya sewage.
From the water cartels who charge a premium for water of dubious quality, to the faces of poor Kenyans who have suffered at ground zero.
0.970 million made out of the water business here.
This is the story of a valuable slum commodity, water. My name is Hussein Mohammed, and this is Inside Source. Eastlands, home to one of the biggest slums in Nairobi City. We arrive at Matopeni Spring Valley Ward in Kayole. Increasing difficulties in accessing water as well as the actions of cartels, gangs and illegal vendors tell the story of a community overwhelmed by adversity. It is a thorny but discreet issue only spoken in undertones within the community. This area has at least 42,000 households with no source of water. Residents use water either from boreholes or purchase them from water vendors.
Like my family uses around 200 shillings. That is to fetch 4 barrels, 4 jerrycans of water. You have to place an order like on Fridays for you to get the water on like a Saturday or Sunday.
Hata zile madawa tulikuwa tumeletewa na watu wa serikali, tuwe tukiweka kwa maji, ukiiweka baada ya siku 2 inakuwa kali. Mpaka mimi nikaona afadhali kukaa kunywa maji. Chai yenyewe tu ukipika siku 2 ukiiweka kwa thermos, ikifika saa 7 chai imeharibika. Juu ya nini? Ya kinyesi.
Recently, residents have complained of falling sick from drinking the water from their boreholes. The borehole is controlled by a certain group of people who will do anything to protect it. Susan Mumbi is fearless. She agrees to talk to us about her ordeal. She says her youngest child is a victim.
Imemsumbua sana juu aka kadogo nimekapeleka hata hosi juzi, kalikuwa akinyonya anatapika, akinyonya anahara, kila kitu anahara. Nikimpe sasa inabidi baada kunywa maji ya Boston inabidi sasa tunanunua maji ya chupa ndio unapea mtoto.
For days she has been going in and out of the hospital.
Mtoto wangu kale kakubwa kalikuwa kagonjwa, kalikuwa kienda kwa choo unaona anahara damu. Nikienda kwa nini kaambiwa ni typhoid. Mimi tena ikanishikanga bado.
Kama ni shida ya maji, ngoja kama shida ya maji, akaniambia ni changaa. Inabesa ungepeleka kwa changaa. Kuna mahali anauza changaa. Kuna bali ungepeleka kwa changaa. Basi utafanya.
And just before we could complete our interview, she is chased away by a group of men who also threaten our crew. They demand that we leave. Most residents here are living in fear. They dare not to talk about their water borehole. Later in Kayole, I meet up with some brave residents. Shadrack Mutua, a father of two, is one of them.
Hawa watoto wangu wakaoga tu saa hii na hiyo maji, saa hii tunaongea. Naanzana nao si masaa ya jioni, si kesho. Skas na kukoa. Nikajaribu kuwaosha. Hata mimi mwenyewe siwezi meza hiyo maji. Nikimeza saa hii naanza kumwana tumbo hapa tulipo.
Wakati kwa neka hiyo maji unaweka ikiwa safi. Lakini hujamaliza hata wiki ama wiki mbili, unapata ile maji iko na vitu za green chini, vitu chafu.
Water from the borehole goes for 5 shillings per 20-litre jerrycan, which is often salty water. If you buy from the water vendors, it goes for 20 shillings. Fresh water sells between 20 and 50 Kenya shillings per 20-litre jerrycan.
Mimi hata mtu akuja niombe maji siwezi mwekea. Utamwekeaje na hiyo ndio maji yenye niko nayo na ni ya kununua.
It also depends with where you're living. If, for instance, you're living in a flat and someone has to take water to about 4th floor, you get charged 50 shillings. So I think what I hear is commercialized big time.
Waithera Wanjiru, a resident and a researcher with Grassroots Women Initiative Kenya, has been documenting the water issue for years now. She tells Inside Source of how water cartels have left them to fight for the scarce commodity.
We did the mathematics of how much money is made from that borehole and the water cartelling business here. And I can tell you for a month, there is 0.970 million made out of the water business here. 0.970 million made out of the water business here.
Most slum residents cannot afford the 40 shillings or more it costs to buy bottled water, while they have other pressing day-to-day needs.
Tunataka maji, hatupati maji. Kuna watu walifungiwa maji hapa miaka na miaka na wanapata maji. Inatoka wapi? Employee wa serikali wanauza maji.
Hiyo ndo ufue, uoge, watoto waoge, kila kitu 300.
Mimi natumia karibu 500, sina kazi. Maji inafunguliwa dakika 20 inakuwa mzuri, dakika kidogo inakuwa kama sabuni, hiyo ingine inakuwa black. Maji tunachotaga saa 10 ndio inakuanga safi. Na walisema tutakunywa tu, bado hatujakunywa.
Mzangu ameara wiki mzima kwa sababu ya maji ya sewage. Ametumia pesa mpaka sasa hayuko kwa kazi, yako kwa nyumba kwa sababu gani ya sewage.
In 2017 there was an outbreak of cholera. That was the second time there was a waterborne outbreak in this area. Earlier on in late 2016 there was a typhoid outbreak.
This is one of the boreholes. The rush to get water here is evident. In 2018, a local non-governmental organization tested this water from the community borehole through Lancet Kenya laboratories. And the conclusion suggested contamination of groundwater by human or animal waste. All water from the borehole needs to be disinfected, decontaminated through chlorination. The report quoted.
We took a sample of that water, we went and tested it, and the test showed that this water was not only not fit for human consumption, it was not fit even for watering plants.
After the water test, we discovered that the water is highly acidic. Where the water borehole was sunk was a place that was a dam.
After this report, the borehole was shut down, only to come back to life a few years later.
Someone was sent to where my friends live, and they were threatened. There were 3 men. They went and threatened her and told the mother of that lady and told her that your ladies have to move, because if you don't move, you're coming for them. Because they made the water borehole at Kayole North Primary School to be closed.
A spot check by Inside Source found out that despite piping by Nairobi Water Company through the slums of Kayole, most residents do not get water and are left to buy from the vendors.
Acha nikuambie, heri kuongea ukweli. Heri kuongea ukweli. Ukienda Sabasaba kutoka hiyo area yote, hakuna watu wanakuaga na mita yote, hata ukienda unapata ikiwa pipe bili hapo nje. Si tulienda na huko na tukaijionea. Heri kusema ukweli.
Our neighbors, Miango, walichukua maji kutoka pipe yenye tumechukua kwa wanakunywa maji. Kwetu ukiitisha maji unaambiwa haina pressure ya kufika mahali tuko, na wao imepitia kwetu na ikaenda mpaka mahali wako na ni karibu 2 times kutoka mahali yetu inafaa kufika.
The specific area of Matopeni doesn't have water, but their neighbors have water. And what you find is that the water is diverted so that these people can buy water that is from those boreholes. But who owns these boreholes? It is the political class within the area.
Together with the local NGO, Inside Source decides to run fresh tests of the water at Analabs Limited. The test results are the same. The water is not fit for human consumption. According to the Kenya Bureau of Statistics baseline levels, the reference number is 0, which means it's not supposed to have any fecal or total coliforms. That means the water has failed quality standards, even as per KEBS.
Kwanza ikikuja ya kwanza inakuanga siweji tupu. Hata kuna siku tulipelekea chief usiku tukiwa wa mama 10, tukapeleka kwa chief hapo Mugedi, na chief akatuambia tusijaribu kukunywa hiyo maji, mpaka alikuwa anaogopa. Tukamwambia akuje, kama anaogopa kukuja hii area akuje, tutamrudisha mahali anafanya kazi.
Kuna mtu kwa ploti yangu ni mgonjwa, haieleweki ni kipindupindu, haieleweki ni nini, kwa sababu amejaribu hajaenda hosi by the way, but amehara for 3 weeks. Na nikimuuliza yeye anakunywanga hiyo maji. Kwa ploti yangu yeye ndio anakunywanga, wale wengine ubaingi maji.
The water they are buying is not fit for human consumption, has not been tested and classified as safe for usage, but these people do not have a choice. That's the only place that they can get the water from.
Health facilities in the area continue to record a number of waterborne diseases.
You know, these guys get water from different sources. So water is the main actually cause or the main agent that actually is used for transferring these cholera in actually or any other common bacteria.
Different estates in Nairobi have their own water challenges. Their taps are empty thanks to water mafias and cartels. The residents are forced to depend on the water bowsers and boreholes.
I lived in Langata for quite a number of years, and what I found out is that water was being disconnected, switched off or rerouted so that it doesn't come to the estates. So we buy water from water bowsers, and I took it upon myself to try and find out whether these shortages or the rationing that was there was the normal rationing or it was deliberate. And I found out that some of these water bowsers are actually owned by people who work within Nairobi Water.
Biting water shortages is the norm rather than the exception, with some estates having gone for more than 6 months without running tap water. Ironically, the number of water vending trucks and boreholes being sunk keep rising.
These cartels are deeply within City Hall, and some of these things people are afraid to speak about. But what Kenyans need to understand is the problems that we have, whichever spectrum of society you come from, are driven by the cartels that are making money from you. By disconnecting that water, they disconnect it, they buy the bowsers, then we keep the cartels running by buying the water from them using these bowsers when they bring them into our estates.
Some of the worst affected estates are Kayole, Langata, Umoja, Githurai 44, Buruburu, and Zimmerman. Inside Source has learned that the group of men who attacked us are allied to the local member of county assembly, who is also the majority leader, Abdi Guyo. For now, taps continue to run empty as the water cartels hide in the shadows of poor Kenyans who continue to suffer in search of the scarce commodity. Hussein Mohammed, KTN News, Inside Source.